Hi, everyone. Hi. Oh, yes. Hello. Hi. Teddy bear saying hello. Lola's under my feet. I have no idea where Benji is, but we are here for Cricut Chat. This is Rita from Miss Rita to the rescue, and this is our daily Cricut craft time called Cricut Chat, where we go over how to use our Cricut machines to their fullest. And today is no different. Today is Friday, though, which means it is 3D Friday. So we are going to do something from our friend Lori Whitlock because she's having a sale this week, and I thought it would be fun to do this kind of 3D-ish type of project. It's called a twist pop card, and it gets its name from when you open it up, it twists and it pops up at you like this. And because it is Christmas in July, how come I can't close this? Of course I can't close this. Okay, because it's Christmas in July this week, the end of our first week. Here's the one that says, "Baby, it's cold outside." I think this one's my favorite, with the little bear and his cup of cocoa or something. Because it's Christmas in July, we're going to do the Christmas in July ones. But we're going to do the Christmas-y ones. I wanted to show you that this technique is available in a number of different styles, including some that are just too adorable that you can't resist. Here, look at this one with the kitty cat, and it says, it's supposed to say, I didn't put the thing on there, it's supposed to say, "I love you more than the cat." And then here's the dog. There it says, "I love you more than the dog." And then this one here, which is just a love card. And there's a whole bunch of them available. I'm going to show you where to find them, how to find them in Lori's shop. Okay, and then we're going to put them together. This is a paid file. There's nothing like it. I've looked. There's nothing like it in Cricut Design Space, which is why we, go outside of Design Space on occasion. So if you don't want to or can't buy outside files, maybe just watch this so you can understand the technique. Because it's really an interesting technique. It doesn't require anything special, just paper, glue, and a little bit of, pop dots, yeah. And so it's really kind of fun. And they are deceptively easy once you get the hang of it. So we are at Lori Whitlock's site, which is shop.loriwhitlock.com. If you're not familiar with Lori and her site, she has, tons and tons, almost too many files here. And once a month, she comes out with I think she calls it a blog hop, where she gives you between 30 and 50% off. It's usually 30. And right now is no different. Today, this one goes until Saturday. So you get 30% off if you use this coupon code JUL2021. And these cards can easily be found if you type in the word twist. And by typing in the word twist, you'll find all of these. There's a beautiful nativity one. There's a gnome one. This is the one we're going to be doing. Baby, it's cold outside, with the bear. And there's a Santa. I think there's two Santas. This is one of the Santas. Twist Pop Santa on list. Nice. That's what it's called. And then the one that I have for Santa is down here. It says, "Wishing you joy this season." So just wanted to point to sorry. But you can see there's back to school, there's Halloween, there's love, there's wedding, baby, fall, get well, birthday, and just a hero one, you're the best, all these. So what you would do is you'd go ahead and purchase one of these. So I have most of these, so I don't want to go purchasing it. But you'd go ahead and you'd put this in your cart. Now, somebody asked me yesterday about selling things. I wanted to explain to you that for the most part, designers are okay with you selling products that you've made that are from their files. They are not okay with you selling their actual files or sharing their actual files. So if you purchase these, don't share them with other people. I've been buying from Lori, and I always try to buy on the sale days, but still, you have to support the makers, and that's kind of important. But just to point out to you that the designers are okay with you selling things, under Lori's site, you have several choices that you can make. So I always use personal use license, which is included in the file, and it's the cheapest one. So you can do, I don't know, a couple dozen of these. I mean, how many baby cards are you going, twist pot baby cards are you going to make, right? But if you decide you're in the business of making twist pot baby cards, and you want to sell them, say, commercially, you can pay extra for a license. So that's what this is for. There's commercial use license up to 50, up to 200, up to 400. Personally, I mean, I've been doing her cards for years. I don't think I've ever made any of her cards more than maybe 24 times. There are just too many. So even if I decided I'm going to make this for my Christmas card, I would not pay the extra for that license. But if you decide to do that, then you just pay that, and you can feel free to use that up to whatever it is, 50%, 50, 100, that sort of thing. So that's just sort of, a little bit of aside information. Now, as far as Cricut Design Space is concerned, almost all of the images in Cricut Design Space are available for you to make and sell them. Like if you want to sell them at a farmer's market, or a arts and crafts sale, or a craft fair. Perhaps you want to sell them for on Etsy, those types of things. Most all of the images there are free and to use. Not the actual images. You cannot sell the images, but they're free to sell what you create from the images. The only exception to that is the designers. So things like Disney, Sanrio, which makes Hello Kitty, Marvel, Warner Brothers. I'm trying to think if there are any others. Not Anna Griffin, but the ones that you, generally speaking, have to pay for outside of our Cricut Access, subscription, okay? And you can sell to your heart's content. You can start an Etsy shop, or maybe put them in a little coffee shop downtown or something like that. Whatever you want to do, it's okay. That's called an angel policy, okay? So that all being said, let's get on with these lovely cards, and I'll show you what you need to do to sort of import them. So we're assuming that you have already, let's start off new. We're assuming that you have already purchased the file, and we are going to then, and you've downloaded it to your system. So I'm going to show you my downloads files. So I'm on a Macintosh, but see, I have these twist pop cards all here on my downloads. I'm going to be looking for the SVG, not the JPG, and I'm going to import that by doing an upload, okay, or uploading that. So you just go upload image, browse, and then you're going to go to your downloads file on the internet. It usually points to that anyway. So here we go. Lori Whitlock, she says LW, twist pop card cat SVG. All right, or let's do the fall one since we're doing Christmas and stuff. Oh, let's do the bear one. Okay, let's do the bear one. Yeah. Okay, so here's the bear one. And you see here it comes in, and you're just going to upload it. And then when you go to put it onto your mat, you click on it so that it has a green square around it. And then you hit insert image. Or images. You can do more than one when you're doing inserting. Okay, it comes in one big file. I'm going to shrink this down so you can see. So it comes in all attached in one big file. The first thing you want to do is ungroup it. And we're going to remove these are just little, I don't know, like reminders or notes. We don't need this. We don't need the thing that says glue, and we don't need the width, all right? So then we're going to take everything that has a dash cut line. So here we go. Sorry. So here we go. This has a dash cut line, this does, and this does. These are the base pieces of the card, and the rest is just the decoration, really. We're going to be focusing on these 3 pieces of card, but before we go to cut them out, we need to attach them because they have this here, which are called dashed cut lines. Dashed cut lines are like the designer equivalent of a score line. And I want to point out that most designers, not all, do offer something called solid score lines. And if we go back to upload images and we look at that file, you will see that there are 2 SVGs here. This one says solid and this one does not. So if you are interested in using your scoring wheel or scoring stylus, you would choose solid and bring it in. And let's bring it into our canvas. And okay, so I'm going to move it over here. So these dash cut lines, you're going to have to, this is a dash cut line one. So you're going to have to attach all 3 of these pieces so that it cuts with the dash cut line. That's really important. But now let's talk about this. Let me move this over. Let's talk about this one, which has the solid score lines, okay? So the solid score lines, you are going to ungroup it just the same way and get rid of all of this stuff that you don't need as far as the glue and blah, blah. All right, but so here, this is where you normally find the dash cut lines, but in actuality, it is a solid cut line. So what you need to do is you need to go over and change the cut line to a score line. Very important. Otherwise, you'll be cutting up all of your projects and not understanding why it's cutting it all up. So this one, and this one have solid cut lines there. So you're going to go to the layer over here, and you see how the layer has 2 pieces. Well, it says basic cut. So we're going to go up to operation up here. And instead of basic cut, we are going to choose score. And by doing that, you see it changes it to this score line, which looks like the dash cut line, but is not. It's actually a wider thing. And you still do need to attach. Okay, this is so you can use your scoring wheel or your scoring stylus. If you prefer not to use that, then all you have to do is just attach these files from that basic one. Okay. So there's a couple of things that you need to know about this, and I just wanted to show you. I know it's a little detailed, but it's important to know this stuff because when you get these files, you might be like, okay, Rita showed me how to put it together, but I have no idea how to cut this, and you end up with a big, huge mess, okay? So let's move on, and we don't need to cut this, but the important thing to know is that your actual mechanism to create this twist pop is going to be this piece, and then this interior, like the actual card itself piece. We're going to spend the most time talking about that. So let me pull you down. And I have quite a few cards here to show you. I have the Christmas one. I have the polar bear, and also have a fall one that if I have time, I'll show you how this works. Okay, so again, this is what we're doing. It's called a twist pop card. And it's really kind of cute, right? And it's a little addictive. I don't know. For me, it's men. And you'll notice that it has like a really cute feature on the front. And then in most of these, they'll have like these little things wishing you joy this season. And this, I want to just show you how this goes together, because this is all done with just a little bit of glue and just a little bit of knowledge, and it works out really well. But the first time doing it can be a little bit confusing. The main piece that we're going to be working with is this piece. I cut this out in a different red just to kind of show you. And you see there's the dash cut lines, and then also here, and there's like a little hole in the middle. And so we're going to fold it. Let's go ahead and fold it both ways. And then here, we're going to fold it like this and like this, okay? We can do it the other way as well. Okay, so this is how this is going to work. These two long pieces actually fold together like this, and we're going to create an arrow. See that? Let me show you again. So we fold on all of those dash cut lines, and then these long pieces are going to fold up like this and in, and they turn into an arrow on each side. Now you will notice that there's this cut here and this cut there. That's on purpose because of the way that this works, okay? And then we're going to put it inside of the card. But this is it. This is what makes the card work, okay? So let's put together Santa first. All the other stuff is just fun. It's just, little fun pieces. So these are the three pieces that we're going to be working with. We've got this, which is the card itself. And you notice I spilled something on it, but that's okay. We're going to cover it. So we're going to fold that. We got this 4-piece kind of squarish piece. We're going to fold that as well. It's going to look like a W. So this is wrong. This is right. It's supposed to look like a W, okay? And then here's our piece, our like mechanism piece. Fold it like this. And back again. And then on that like corner. And then remember, this goes in like this and creates this arrow, okay? Then we're going to put this aside for a second. Then we're going to take this part, the card part, and we are going to match up this very tippy tip to the middle of the card. Now, Lori tells you you can count these little dash cut lines, but honestly, I started doing it that way and I was like, you know what? I can't see them too well. So I just eyeballed it, making sure that I could fold it. And I took my glue and here we go. I just put a little dot of glue to indicate the middle for me. And then I'm going to put glue only on these triangles. First, I'm going to put it on one triangle, and then I'm going to do the other side. So here we go. I am just putting, remember I just turned it over, but I'm putting the glue in there. I need to make sure that I can still fold it. And then I'm going to put the glue here on this triangle. And you can put, a good amount, get it all in there. And fold it so that it stays on there. All right. And then this is what it looks like. See that? So there you go. The next thing to do is this 4 square piece. So the 4 square piece, as I mentioned, has to look like a W when you're looking at it. This is the way that it folds, okay? And I found it easy to sort of turn it over, and you will see on these square pieces that there are notches on either side. You see that? Notch and notch. So what you would do is sort of, hold on. Yeah, here we go. Is sort of line up this notch. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little notch here. I'll just write it on here and on here. And first time, if you need to do that, then do it. So we're going to line up that square with this square, just like that, you see? And then we're going to glue just a small section, like a little rectangle, only just that. We can't put any other glue on there, okay? And then we're going to line it up like this and this. Now make sure that this glue really sticks. This will not be super flat. There might be a little bit of a bend to it, and that's okay. Okay, so make sure that's really on there good. Flip it over. All right. And the first time you do it, first of all, make sure that the glue is really on there well. And you might have to give it a little bit of a hand the first time you do it. But again, we're making sure this is shaped like a W. What am I doing here? W? No. W here. Aha. See, as soon as you do that, you can then use the mechanism inside and sort of close it like that. So we're just going to flatten it out and play with it for a little while, just until we get the idea. Isn't that great? And then the rest is just decoration. So let's go ahead and decorate them. Now these pieces I got from Echo Park, which I think that Lori is still a designer for Echo Park. And I think this was called 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. So I thought that this was appropriate. Here we go. So we're going to go ahead and get the glue. Yeah, this is double-sided, so it's real cute. And it has all the toys and everything, so I think that's really awesome. So we're going to do one on the front, one on the back. Okay. Just like that. Let's open it up. It's okay that I got a little spot here. It actually is water. I don't generally keep water in my my studio, but I've been drinking a lot more lately because of the heat. So, and then here is a plaid that I got. I think it came from a Michael's Christmas plaid. I think it was called Christmas plaid. And we are going to put that here. And it does not go all the way to the center because we don't want it to mess with our mechanism. You see that? This. Now we get to decorate that 4 square thing in the middle. And this one here is Joy. So it's got J, O, and Y with the little bow, just like that. And I'm trying to think, is there, some of the other ones have different pieces, but nope, that's it for this one. Is it? Let me just check. Yeah, it is for this one. Oh, maybe it might not cover up my thing. So we're just going to glue these pieces in. J. Oh, sorry. I think they hear Owen coming up the stairs. All right, all right. I think he's going with my friend today. He's bored. And he's going with my friend today to do contract D stuff. Now, this might not cover up my little mistake, but we'll pretend like that mistake didn't happen. And yours will be better. Of course it will. And we put this little square in there for the O. And then this. I suppose I could have put the bow on the end piece to cover that up. Okay. So let's play with the card again. See that? It folds, it twists, it closes, just like that. Now all we need to do is put the sentiments here and then make our Santa Claus. So let's make our Santa Claus first because he's awful cute. Let's see. All right. So Santa is many layered, and unfortunately the eyes, I've not been very good at doing the eyes. It cuts out, but it's very small, so do try to be careful, or else you'll end up with kind of a Popeye Santa, which I ended up with on the first go. These are supposed to be his eyebrows. So the Santa goes together where you put the white on top of the black like this, so then you can see his eyes, and then he gets dressed. Isn't this a cool way to do this? I just love it. I love doing these kinds of like layered looks rather than having to piece in little pieces. Not to say that there aren't some little pieces, because his mustache is tiny, but I'd rather do this than put on little tiny buttons, you know, that sort of thing. So glue his white piece to the black. And then all of a sudden he has mittens, isn't that great? And boots, but he's still got white, like his underwear on. And then these pieces become his pants. All right now, Lola Bell, come here, you. She gets mumbly, which is kind of funny. I don't know what she's upset about. All right. We're putting on his pants, because we can't have a underwear long, even if it's long johns. I kind of put it on a little bit weird. They should be closer together, don't you think? Don't want to see that underwear, Santa. What do you think? Come on. Okay. And then we've got a few other little pieces, including he's got his belt. Someone asked me, how do I cut out all these little pieces? I will tell you that these twist pop cards can be done on the Joy, and the Joy is perfect for this because these little tiny pieces are easy to sort of corral. When you're making it on a big machine, it becomes a little bit hard to have all your pieces together, and you're putting it on this 12 by 12 mat, and then you're taking these teeny tiny pieces off. Look at this piece. It's so small. It's his belt buckle, but it's so cute, right? So let's go ahead and do that. So if you have a Joy, these work out great on the Joy. And while we're talking, I'm going to be doing a Joy, so Saturday night, which is our date night, and it's tomorrow at 7. We're going to be working on the Joy tomorrow. I believe we'll do the Joy. And what I would like to do is also come back to our alcohol inks. Remember those? And do some Joy cards using alcohol ink as part of the design. I hope that you will come and visit me tomorrow night. I'm also going to be at that time, what's the date? Yep. At that time, I'm going to be announcing a couple of winners from my Patreon, monthly Patreon and Facebook friends, fans, or whatever they call it. Winners. We have a winner every month, at least 2 winners every month from our Patreon patrons. So if you want a almost guaranteed win of $50 worth of Cricut stuff, then you should become a Patreon. Well, also it does help me too. So, I mean, that's not the only reason why you would be a Patreon patron, right? But if you are a Patreon patron, you have an opportunity to win every month. And patrons start at $5 a month, as do Facebook fans. I'm new to the Facebook fans. I don't know too much about it. Also, while we're talking, remember our Joy giveaway is still going on. We have another whole week, and that includes this day, today. And we are giving away a Joy and a bunch of stuff. Where is my pop dots? Here they are. We're giving away a Joy and a bunch of stuff that you can use to just basically open up and get started on the Joy. What a great little machine. I just love it. And it's worth $250. And all you have to do is be following me and liking, if you're already following, liking and commenting and doing all that wonderful stuff that helps to get the name and the word out about Cricut Chat. And you can do that twice a day on Facebook once and on YouTube the other time. And that will give you 2 entries into the giveaway. Now, if you've been doing this since Saturday, this past Saturday or Sunday when it launched, you'll have, at the end of this period, you do it every day, you'll have 28 entries in there. And I will tell you that the people that have won, because yes, we've done this before. We've done it in April. We gave away 2 in April. May, June, July. I know for a fact that the June and July people got their entries in every day, because the winners were Aledra Curry, Aledra McLean, and Dawn Walsh. So they were very diligent about it. So you should be too if you really want to win a Joy. It's such a beautiful machine and really quite fun to play with, and it's a great little win. Okay, so here is the wishing you, right? It's going to be wishing you joy this season. I did it in vinyl. Something wrong with this eye, though. Apologize. It got like a little smushy. So I did it in vinyl, and I want to show you how you can do this. Now, you don't have to do it in vinyl. You can do it with a pen. You can do it as print then cut, but my favorite way of using up my vinyl, because I'm not a huge vinyl person, is to use it in my card. So that's what I have done. So I cut this out, and I'm going to put some transfer tape over there. We'll just do the wishing you first, and then you're going to take something and make sure you brandish, is that the right word? Make sure you're pressing down really hard on this and turn it upside down, and it will come off. See that? Wishing you. I want to make sure I get the right size one. So then we're going to just press it on here. I use my thumbnail because I don't want it to stick to the paper. I just want it to get off of the transfer tape. Oops, I did not do that U very well. Well, what happened there? Let's have a look. Oh, there's a little piece of schmutz there for some reason. Okay, the U's a little crooked. Come on, get with the program, you. Okay. Get with the program, you. Okay, and let's do this one. I am really liking using my vinyl for these small things. I just like the way that it looks, and I don't like to use up a lot of print and cut. And I was really struggling with figuring out how to do this correctly, so without wasting, because I don't like to waste. And when you put in print and cut, you're putting in an 8.5 by 11 inch sheet of paper, and just for a couple of little things, nah, then you're wasting all that paper. And I know you can cut around it and everything, but it's still a waste. Okay, so wishing you, and there's these little mounting things here. I forgot to mention because I was talking so much, but I did use my pop dots for Santa, so that it would look kind of off the top. And by the way, these do fit into a regular card envelope. However, they're quite thick, and you may need extra postage for it, just so that you know. Okay, so then we're going to open this up and put wishing you joy this season, and we are done with this card. Wasn't that easy? Honestly, when I first encountered these cards, I'm like, what? I could not wrap my head around them, but they are so easy and fun to make that I think you'll probably making a bunch of them. And it's got a real wow factor to it. So again, there's our Santa card. Open it up, and it says wishing you joy this season. Open, close, open, close. And I guarantee you'll be doing this because I have. Check the buckle. What is the buckle wrong? I have the buckle in the wrong place. Thank you. He doesn't need buckle on his ermine trim. What was I thinking? Oh. I hope I can get it off. Either that, or he's going to be wearing a buckle on his ermine trim. Might have to cut that buckle back out. Let's take this off. Check the buckle. Check the buckle. I was so excited talking about that joy. And that buckle looks a little chewed up, so we'll probably just have to go back and put, we'll go back and make the buckle better. The other thing that I noticed is that these, in this design, the buttons are white, and I don't know why, so I did go back and take one of my alcohol markers and fill that in like that. Maybe I can take my alcohol marker and fill in the gold. I don't know. Do I have a gold? I do. Here. Gonna look a little cheesy, I think. But that's what you get for not paying attention, Rita. All right. There's Santa. Bup, 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 bup. All right, let's put together the bear. It's the same thing. It's so cute. I don't know. I really do like this project. A lot of fun. Okay, so the bear is, remember, we're going to have three main pieces. This is the card base. It folds like this. This is our 4 square. We're going to fold it. We can fold it both ways if we want, but we need it to be shaped like a W. W, okay? And then this is the main piece. It has a little cutout square. I'm not terribly sure why. I think it's just to indicate the middle. So we're going to fold it lengthwise like this, and then we're going to fold it on the kitty corner there, just like that. Then the side pieces are going to fold inward like this, and this way you're going to be making like a little arrow, okay? Arrow with these 2 legs that are not complete here, okay? Open up your card. Find your middle. You can either eyeball it or count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I don't know, 6. But for me, I just eyeball it. And then I just put one little drop of glue there to know where my middle is going to be. Put my glue. And my triangle goes here. Press it down, and then some more glue on the other triangle. Fold it over. Make sure it's good and stuck. And it opens like this, okay? Then we take our squares. I'm gonna flip this over. I'm going to look for these little notches here and line up the notches with that square over here and over here. And I'm just putting a little bit of glue in the shape of like a rectangle from where that notch is. And then on this side, the same thing. Hold it, make sure that it's on there. It will not lie completely flat, and that's okay. Now it's decoration time. Let's see. So I have, for this, we're going to test this out. Does it look like a W? No, it doesn't look like a W. So then we make sure it looks like a W. It's going to twist and flatten. Now we can start decorating our little card. And this one is just adorable. I chose paper from Michael's, and I think it was called Sugar Plums. Sugar Plums. It was also from last year, and it was a sort of pinkish, bluish looking stack. I really liked. I thought it was different. So I figured a bear would be out in the cold, right? Because it says, baby, it's cold outside. So here we go. And then we do the inside. So we have these two pieces here, here. Then we've got these here. All right, so let's put those on. Yeah, it was called Sugar Plums. Normally I have it to show you, but what did I do? I got like super into this yesterday, and I ended up making a lot of extra ones that were not Christmassy, and I know that we are doing Christmas, so so I don't know, I just put it aside. All right. Now with this one, I did use vinyl a lot. I use this purple smart vinyl because I'm working with a Maker 3. Also remember, if you're working with the Joy, you could use smart vinyl with the Joy. And would make this part even easier. So it's definitely a Joy positive project. Okay, so there we go. Let's make sure it folds and twists just like that. Let's have a look at our bear itself. Bear has a scarf and little paws with mittens, and no, that's the O. He's going to be standing on a little bit here of snow that's purple. Let's go ahead and put that on there. Yeah, I think the sticker cardstock is really good and works. What's wrong? Somebody said the saddest part of your morning. I thought this was a little too much, so I did clip it off in terms of, I didn't like the way that it really amazing how it cuts that small, but I didn't want the white part showing, so I just left the blue part. But let's go ahead and put our scarf on our bear. He's cold. Okay. And boy, I'm fumbling around here today. What's going on? Okay, his hands or his arms, and then there's his cup of cocoa. Because bears drink cocoa. They do not drink coffee. Of course they drink cocoa. Let's put it here. He has a hat to keep him warm. Actually, you don't need to put glue on the whole hat. And these are just suggestions. If you want your bear to be purple, make your bear purple. No one is going to fault you for that. Now, the way that I put the arms on here was kind of put them like this, but I didn't know. I'm like, I don't know. Let's do it that way. Yeah. Now, the back of the bear is pink and also black, but I know before I came on live that I didn't have the black piece cut out, so I'm going to show you what I did, sort of what I did instead, but I had to go back to hand cutting. Okay, so the face has these little dots here, which is really cute, and it's supposed to have some black in the background. So see, so that the nose and the eyes are supposed to be black. Unfortunately, I cut it out in this vinyl, which it's not going to work. So what I did was I took a piece of black, a piece of black left over. That's why we keep our scraps, right? And I cut it out. It does not have to be exact because it's going on the back, okay? But I cut it out sort of as neatly as I could. Then I flipped it over. Oh no. Flipped it over. Dogs are going crazy. Someone's ringing the back doorbell. And I put it here. It's probably Owen ringing the doorbell. I did it wrong. All right, you guys. You're disrupting my chi. All right, thank you. They do not like the back doorbell. It's very high pitched. All right, guys, quiet down now. I'm afraid I'm becoming well known in the neighborhood for being that crazy corgi lady, because now I've got 3 and they are barky. They're barky. All right, so see how was that you ringing the bell?
That was him.
Who? Santu?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Swear to God, I'm about to rip that damn door.
Shh. No.
Sorry.
Yes. Okay. So here's our sort of makeshift snowman, snow polar bear. Why did he ring the bell? Just to drive the dogs crazy? They know that it drives the dogs crazy. This is my life. Isn't it fascinating? Okay, so there's our bear. A lot of extra work there, unfortunately, but isn't he cute? I pop-dotted him. And then we just need to get in the inside of the card and... Oh, no, I forgot. We have to give him this baby it's sort of bubble. We can do it here or here. Let's do it that way. Where did I do with my... Here it is. This is not going as planned. Nothing ever is, I suppose. But it's a little crazy here this morning. Apologize. Okay. So, baby. Baby it. And there's a couple. Oh, look at those little dots. I don't know if I'm going to get those dots on there. I did, but they're all kind of all over the place. You see that? All right, so let's see if we can't move them afterwards. So baby, it's... There we go. Come on, dots. I'm just going to move this little guy down here. Yep. Okay. All right, baby it's. And now we do the inside. So here's the inside. And here's the letters C-O-L-D. Here we go. These letters have like a little cut in them, which is kind of cute. Why didn't I use transfer tape? Why didn't I use transfer tape? I didn't. You do that. You use transfer tape. I forgot. For the C anyway. This is called reverse weeding, by the way, where you put stuff on your transfer tape and then you try to weed out the pieces. I didn't get them all. Boo. All right. Can come back and try to do it. Yeah, there it is. All right. So we got C and the, did we do the C? We got the L. Where's the C? I put the C, C-O-L-D. Where's the O, C? Oh, there it is, C-O. And transfer tape. Are you guys bored? I'm sorry. Probably should have done this ahead of time so that way you can not have to use up all your precious time. C-O-L and the D. So, I was thinking about it. Would you pop dot these? I was kind of thinking maybe not, because it would make the card sort of too thick, but you could think about it. O C-O-L. There are also there's a snowflake, and for the top, and then for the bottom, there's the word outside. So that is, so here's the snowflake. And I'm just gonna get this on here real quick. You'll do it better. Okay, and then the outside. Where's our, need a little bit more transfer tape. Okay, here we go. Hey, it's cold outside. I use anything. Okay. Right, so tomorrow, remember, is date night. It's at 7 o'clock. And we are going to be doing joy cards, but I'm going to incorporate some alcohol ink into it. Remember, like we did, but with Christmas cards, right? Because it is Christmas in July. So I hope you do come out for that. Phew, I was sweating a little bit. Okay, here we go. Baby, it's cold outside. Isn't that great? I probably have to go back and make sure my snowflake is stuck. So there's Baby, It's Cold Outside, and here is the Wishing You Joy This Season. Aren't they terrific? Really cute. Now they are thick, but they will go into a regular A2 size envelope, which you can buy at Michael's or on Create for Less, or I'm sure they have them at Amazon. Amazon has everything. And I think once you get the hang of it, you will be doing a ton of these. And honestly, I was doing this all night when I was trying to figure out how I was going to teach you how to do these. So that is today's 3D Friday for Christmas in July. Twist Pop Cards by Lori Whitlock, and I hope you try them out. There aren't any that I know. The only other person that has a Twist Pop card is what they call them. Dreaming Tree has a Valentine's Twist Pop card that's kind of like a love card, but this is the only one that has these that I know of, and quite a few of them, Christmas or otherwise. Again, let me just show you these other ones in case you really, really love them. Look at the dog. I love you more than the dog. Isn't that a great thing to do? For me, not sure I could say that. Here's the cat. It's supposed to say, I love you more than the cat. And then here's our little mason jar full of hearts that just says love. So these are really fun. I hope you try them out. And I hope you have a great day. We'll see you again tomorrow evening, 7 o'clock Eastern time for Cricut Date Night, Christmas in July edition. And we'll be doing something with the joy and also alcohol ink. And I'll be playing around with that this afternoon. So I hope you do join us. That will be a lot of fun. Take care, everyone. Sorry about going a little bit over. All right. We'll see you again tomorrow. Take care. Thank you.